Hi everybody, welcome to Fossil Hunting and Collecting with Chris. It's a brand new year. Over this winter break, I had wanted to get some films out and edited and ready for you, and unfortunately I got really sick. I've been sick for the past week or so, but what I wanted to put together was this first of all. What I'm going to be showing you is our last trip that we went on was to Red Hill, the last one that was put up on video, and we saw a lot of really great stuff there. And towards the end of the first day, we were invited to the field station at Red Hill, which is their own little museum. Well, I thought it had, especially since the film was running a little bit long, I thought it had deserved its own little film. So what I'm going to do now is show you what we saw at the field station at Red Hill. All the Devonian plants and animals, fish, tetrapods, insects, all kinds of really amazing stuff at this field station. It's a rare opportunity to actually go there because it's not open all the time. It was put together by Doug Rowe. He actually restored the building and then put together the collection there. It was used as a prep center as well, and in fact, back when I was in college, some of the summers that I was in school, I actually went to Red Hill and did some of the prep work as a volunteer. And my kids came up as well and enjoyed some weekends up at Red Hill as the research was ongoing up there. Well, Doug has put together this wonderful museum. It's really hard to actually get into it because you actually have to get a hold of Doug. And his living in the mountains in central Pennsylvania, his phone doesn't work that well very often. If you're lucky enough to find him while working at Red Hill, he'll probably invite you to see his museum. Other than that, it's a rare opportunity, and I hope you enjoy what we saw at the field station.
This one?
Yes, that's the Gyrocanthus. That's the
Yeah, I got a little bit of him today, so it's cool to see.
yeah, look at those. So you see those sort of limb-like structures on the side? That's what we were finding.
Yeah, I think one of the other pieces I had some of these lines coming off of it.
All that decoration on. Now, I'll show you why I hate these things.
Find out. Suspense is coming here.
All you guys come up here, and this is the mountainside. You find them like that.
Oh no. Not like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That particular, is that a fin element?
That's a fin spine.
Oh, okay.
Piece right here.
That's right.
And this is a cross section of it.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
And you can see bud channels there.
Oh my gosh. That's a beauty.
That's a big tail. It is. Well,
That seems
that's
substantial.
about the size of the fish we're chasing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All the pictures you want.
I'm sorry.
Oh, look at those double.
I saw some pictures online, so I assumed.
Everything except me.
Okay.
I'm surprised those double fins.
Look at that.
Yes, this is the hynear, those scales we were finding.
Yes.
It's a big fish.
That is, yeah, that's remarkable.
Ooh, yeah, that's dinner.
That's take a look up on the wall there. That's kind of gives you an idea.
Is that this scale? This is scale.
Multiply it by a factor of 6.
Whoa, okay.
You got a big fish. And it would be that fish, that's 8 foot long, plus the flags.
Teeth are
Tiny
actually
area,
part
right?
of a jaw. So everything in this case is everything in this case is metal. You found all this stuff?
Well, a lot of it. Well, I started there when Ted Deck was found. And now we're trying to get it dated to the state process.
Oh.
Well, school kids up here.
Yeah, there's some 16-year-old kid that's running around.
Based on
I
this,
can't remember his name.
that's my
He's finding Eurypterids.
That's just a nice to look. Absolutely.
this one.
Yeah.
That was found here. It's Eurypterids.
Are most
It's
things
with Lang's Quarry. It's like every
not
online
place.
retailer is using Lang's Quarry.
that is the place for Eurypterids?
How do you get the Eurypterid?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. Turns out Red Hill actually has its own Eurypterid. For a long time, none of those were found at this site until one day, a person who was invited to collect through the New York Paleontological Society, I believe his name was Tom, looked down at this rock that a lot of us had looked at before, and he had noticed this pattern in the rock that none of us had seen. It is a tail of a Eurypterid, the first Eurypterid found at Red Hill. So a nice Devonian Eurypterid.
Buy the right land in Eon, New York. Isn't that beautiful? Plus some heavy earth moving gear.
Yes.
Somebody asked about that piece.
Yeah.
Okay. One over here. There's another. That's the other
That's
half.
an outline.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, that piece is. Lycopsis.
Oh, I'm dying to find Lycopsis.
That's the root ball.
Okay. Those guys got pretty tall. I think they got like 10, 20, 30 meters.
Then you got a small one here, but it's got better definition.
Okay. Oh, okay. There's the root ball. There's a slit right in the center.
And, well, I started there when Ted Deck was found. Now, I'm trying to take it off. Well, school kids up here.
this is a pro-gymnosperm. Early conflict. Okay.
And then you have
Oh, that's a beauty.
broadleaf.
Look at that. Oh,
Then the rest of these are probably going to be deciduous.
okay. I wonder if this becomes a ginkgo.
Probably.
Now, and if so, how do you go about that?
It looks like it wants to come out.
That's a stout tree. Do you have a sense?
I found that.
Who made the finds? Who made the finds? Who found them?
Yeah, I'm so glad that Glory's in here today because now you can see all.
Yeah, I get like a bigger picture of it. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting how this one specifically seems to have that kind of discoloration, kind of uniform. You know what I mean? That opal look to it.
Yeah, it's all. It really depends on whether the groundwater took away the bone or if it's still there.
Very small. It's about this big.
Yeah.
So later on, we'll tell you a story.
When I heard about it, when I was
So I think this is so cool. There are shark teeth in these fossil beds, and they're really hard to find because they're really tiny. But if you look at these shark teeth, they are so weird. They're wide, like modern shark teeth, but instead of coming to one point, they have lots and lots of little points. Apparently, they had changed over time from these multi-pointed things to the one-pointed shark teeth or three-pointed shark teeth that we see nowadays. Back in the Devonian, well, anything goes. These are weird-looking shark teeth. Like I said, they're really hard to find. I've actually found a few over the years, but they're very tiny. You have to go through all the rubble to get these. And here we have some more blackaderms and even some bony fish.
I thought it was just the way the
So this is how it all started at Red Hill. First, Doug found a jawbone while looking for arrowheads in the hillside and finding other fossils as well. Later, Ted Deschler came by, who was looking in these particular sediments of this time period to see if he could find some early tetrapods. Well, Doug showed him the jaw. It was a new species now known as Designathus rowi. It was named after him. And Ted went on to find the shoulder girdle of another tetrapod species. This one named Eurypterids, the one that we saw animated with the Hyneria fish chasing it. Two brand new tetrapods found at the Red Hill site. Who knows what else this site has to offer? Okay, one last thing I want to show you is the giant predatory lobe-fin fish called Eurypterids. It's another really big fish like Hyneria, and it's one that you can expect to find if you're given a day to dig on the hill over at Red Hill. Here is what this fish looks like, and here is one of my best finds ever, a whole plate of Eurypterids scales. All right, so that was the Red Hill Field Station at North Bend, where we saw a lot of things that we don't normally get to see. when visiting the Red Hill area. We're just very lucky it was open. As I wrap up this video, once again, thank you so much for everybody who's watched. Thank you for subscribing. It really helps. Give you a like, a comment, and let me know what your thoughts are. And I'd like to spend the last minute or so showing you my best finds ever at Red Hill. First of all, let's take a look at a couple of plants. Found a really beautiful Devonian tree here. And this looks just like one of the examples on display at the museum. Not really sure what plant it is, but it certainly is full of whatever it is. Also found some really nice Hyneria scales inside a rock. A nice bit of bone plate that I was allowed to keep. I actually did at one point find a skull in a rock to split the rock. It was one of these flat primitive fish, possibly amphibian skull, but that went right off to the Academy of Natural Sciences. If we find anything important, of course, it goes to the research people over at the museum. Which brings me up to two exceptions, two things that I was allowed to keep, and I was actually kind of surprised. First of all, it was these Groenland abyss, these really nice blackaderm fish. One of them is really well articulated, and actually that's the one we saw. When I showed that to Doug, I thought he was going to want to keep it for the museum, but he actually let me have that. So I took it home, started prepping it really carefully. I was like, uh-oh. Actually found a second one, a second blackaderm inside the rock. And as I kept going, kept cleaning, it actually looked like this part of a third. So almost like this picture with a cluster of Groenlandopus, placoderm fish. I have one that kind of matches the illustration, so really happy about that. And my final really great find is another one I didn't think they were going to let me to keep. It's a giant fish jaw. Now, I originally had shown this to Doug Rowe, and it was kind of sticking out of the rock sideways, and we thought it was a scapula of a lobefin fish. Hey, let me keep it. But when I took it home and very carefully split it, it turned out that there was a lot more to it. It turned out it was a really well-preserved, very large bone. So I went back there. There was a weekend where Ted was going to be visiting the field station and Doug, and wanted to show it to them both together during the summer. So I drove out there, pretty sure that they were going to want to keep it, but Ted told me I could have this find that I made. So I have a really nice fish jaw. I have some placoderm fish and a lot of really wonderful memories thanks to the people at Red Hill and this really marvelous active research fossil hunting site. Thank you so much for watching. Happy fossil hunting and collecting.
Fossil hunting and collecting with Chris. Digging fossils, finding fossils. Paleontology, trying to find science and evolution. Devonian, auto-vision, embryo.